All right, let's go back to Game 7, Kings-Warriors, and it took a historic performance by Stephen Curry to end the Kings season. The Kings gave the Warriors everything they had. Curry, though, took over in the second half. Everything he tossed up was going in. Curry ended up scoring an NBA Game 7 record 50 points. So many difficult shots, 17 points in the fourth quarter when the Kings were trying to come back. Warriors were able to keep De'Aaron Fox in check. He scored just 16 points, again playing with that broken finger.
But he was out there and he played. The fans truly fueled this playoff run, of course, in the record-breaking season. So let's take a look at some of the hundreds of photos and videos that you sent to us. They're on your screen right now. Your passion and excitement for the Kings is a part of what helped propel the Beam team to the postseason and all the way to Game 7 of an exciting playoff series. So those fans were out at Golden One Center and across the region yesterday.
Indeed, our own Marcus Allen is out at Doco. He was out there yesterday. We were amongst the sea of purple. So, Mark, you heard from a former player about what's going to happen next year, his prediction, right?
Yeah, exactly. You and I have been friends with Harold Pressley. Harold Pressley among the original Sacramento Kings and kept it local. After retiring from the Sacramento Kings, ended up staying in Sacramento and gives much back to the community. We caught up with him and wanted his take on it. You and I asked a multitude of questions like, what are your predictions? Take a look.
10 days ago, you and I sat down below. You made predictions that have played out perfectly. So with that said, I ask you, having been through this all those years ago, what are your predictions for the next season?
Next season, I see them moving on. You know what? I'm going to go on the record to say conference finals. Okay. Conference finals the next year. They make a couple of little tweaks here and there. They change a couple of players. They get some rebounds, and then everything else they're really set with.
I love that. Couple of tweaks and some rebounds, and we're back in action next season. High predictions there from Harold Pressley, original Sacramento Kings member living here in Sacramento. I love the energy yesterday. Walt, you and I were stationed at the Promenade as people were coming out of the Golden One Center, and just like listening to my voice and everybody's voice, we were all yelling because we were so excited that the Kings had done so well despite the loss. Back to you.
I felt that your purple suit that you wore, that sweet two-piece, I thought that was one of the highlights for all the people out at Doco, right?
Well, I'll tell you this much. It was a much more pleasurable experience wearing this in the hometown than it was wearing it at Chase Center last week.
Yeah, you were not warmly received in San Francisco at the Chase Center wearing that purple thing, and I know it was difficult, but you know what? We appreciate you pulling for the home squad, and maybe next year, right? We'll be back out there hopefully together at Doco.
Next season, multiple times, we'll be saying, light the beam.
Yeah.
Back to you.
It was fun working with you, Mark, yesterday. All right, thank you very much, my friend. And if you want to get in depth of yesterday's game and coverage, check out the Locked On Kings podcast, hosted by our very own Matt George. Hear it daily on the ABC 10 mobile app or watch it on the ABC 10 Plus streaming app.